Alright, YouTube, bringing you a little update to Stow Chassis. I went testing, loving the new suspension. Was taking a lot more that day than normal, so that was a good thing. I did a few changes, which is I just did the rear shocks over. I keep a spare, I just changed the springs, but they're basically set up for the same. If I had blue, I wouldn't need to change. If I had these springs, I wouldn't need to change them over. But anyway, I run the blue springs on the rear, so that's what I'm liking so far. Anyway, I did some changes to the front, so I was having problems with the front. Sorry about that. So I was having some problems with the front, and I ended up correcting that. So everything else is the same. Also, I changed back to the 8S. I took out the 6S. If I notice I'm going slower, then I'll go back. So when I was testing, a few things happened. One is the GNSS there it's accurate. It was showing me my times, which I was seeing in the video. But it seemed like I was going faster than what the GNSS was saying, but hey, it is what it is. But so I did some adjustments to the chassis, so that would be next to test. We got a points race coming up on Saturday, so I'm going to test it out Saturday. I'll probably try it on the GNSS a few times to see if I get back to where I was, which I would see in the video. But the 6S gave me no problems, but as you'll see in the video, as I kept testing, the line kept getting more stickier and stickier. I started to cog off the line big time. So I'm assuming that the 8S will help with that, but either way, it was sticky on the surface. So it could be that it was just too sticky, or it might need the 8S, but that's what we'll find out. So I'll show y'all the video, and we'll get back here. Alright, YouTube, this is going to be the first hit of the day. Let's see what happens. I normally spin on my first hit. I don't know if it's the tires accepting the prep, but Marco got it fresh right here for me. He was testing here earlier, so see if I can use his grooves and get down. See what happens. Alright, this with the new suspension and everything, so I don't know what it's gonna do, but that's what we out here to test. See, normally spins off its first run. All right, YouTube. So as y'all seen in the video, in the beginning, I was going down mainly with like an A to B tune. I didn't want to give it too much because I was just trying to find out what the car could take off the line. But it was also pulling right on me a lot. So after every run, I adjusted the suspension until I got it going dead straight, and then I started adding power. One run, you'll see the car just shoot straight off, and that's because I just decided to go with a whole different ramp. It didn't like it, so I went back to the other ramp and just kept working on it. So it was liking it, and then it started cogging. So I had to move the car 2 feet up, and I noticed I was starting to pull. But also in the shutdown, it's not the original lane we always use, so the shutdown is a bit dirty. So every time I went past 132 and I would easily hit on the gas, it would spin out. But sometimes the car would flip and slam. So I noticed the last slam and the last 2 to 3 runs, the car started going a little bit right. So I went through everything on the suspension. So now next time out, we'll see what happened. Also, I was noticing that this tire was wearing, in certain spots. So when I was putting down the tension, I noticed this wheel was raising up. So that's something else I fixed right there. This wheel was obviously going down good because it's no patches in this one. So it was a good rotation there. I also want to change the tires. I might go with the Road Runners. Get away from these tires. We'll see. I'll probably even try it Saturday before the points race. We usually get out there early and start testing, and then we'll just jump right into the points race. So we'll see how it goes. But first thing I want to try is this. I'm going to try my same tune with this 8S to see if I get my same RPMs and all my data is the same. If so, I'll keep working on it from there. Right now I'm only at like 40 degrees in timing. I'm not mainly concerned about timing right now. I can still play with gearing, but I'm up there mile an hour. The GNSS says 72, 73, but on the tree I would be hitting like 76 to 78. So we'll see. We'll end up taking the tree out, but I want to get back to where I was, how it's set up now on the GNSS. So it was like 208. If I could hit that before the points race, I would work on the car in general. Probably add more timing or play with gearing. We'll see what happens. But anyway, y'all stay tuned for that.